Hey people, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Addison Unleashed. Hold on, I'm gonna try to fix this light situation. I still don't love the lighting, but I'm not gonna run around my home turning on lights. I never live over here because this is not my most fancy area. But anyway, I was sitting over here and I was too lazy to move on my shed. So we're living over here, but I'm back. I'm so excited. I really am. So hold on, move you guys back just a tad. There we go. So I have not been living the last few days, because and I keep talking about it, but Facebook has locked me out of lives. I can do everything else, but I cannot live on Facebook. And I just don't love living over here as much. I love sharing my videos and my content over here on YouTube, but Facebook is like my baby. I just feel comfortable. But so I stopped because really I was feeling like I was getting some message from spirit, and I wasn't getting it potentially, and that was the reason. And so I stopped for a few days to really tune into self and go, okay, like what's going on? Is this that I need to push forward, or is this that I need to take a break from really pushing forward? Is it something I'm not hearing? And in truth, it came down to the fact that no, I just needed to kind of keep pushing forward. And I really missed you guys. It shows me how much I truly do love doing these lives each day. There was so much content I wanted to share with you guys. But again, I was honoring self and my own spiritual messages first before jumping on here. And so, but I'm back. I am back. And so you get me again. You get me on your daily feed again, because I'll just be sharing this all over the place. But today, do you guys love I can't show you because I would have to pick up I've got a configuration, but I have these beautiful peacock pictures on my wall that I absolutely love. I'm really into peacocks right now. I actually want to get a peacock tattoo. I've got it all planned out, but I still haven't gotten to go get it. But anyway, squirrel moment. So today I want to talk about taking things personally. So although I have been taking a break from my lives for 3 or 4 days, not even that long, but I've been taking a break from my lives each day, I've still been writing articles. And I have found it funny because the last few days I've had several people coming to me going, was that article about me? Was that article about me? Were you talking to me? Were you talking to me? And almost getting, somebody was really concerned, was this article about me? It was a man. It was a man. Always comes down to a man. No, it was a man, and he was like, is this article about me? I was like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't about you. And then I had somebody else get pissed. Yeah, I got really pissed off at me. They're like, you wrote that vibe article about me, didn't you? You're talking about me having a low vibe, and who are you? They got really kind of up in arms. And it's funny because these people that are coming to me going, this article was about me. My articles weren't about them. They weren't about them. So the article about dry fucking, and if you haven't read that article, it was a really good article, so go check that out. It's on www.addisonbell.net under sensual reflections. You can read it. I'll put a link to it in the comment section. But that article was actually about several men, kind of I put them together. So it was actually about several men, and it was also just an energy I had been feeling. And then my article on vibing actually had nothing to do with anybody else. It's funny because everyone's like, oh, this article is about me. No, it actually had nothing to do with any other person. So how that kind of came to be is I was really thinking about kind of some things I had progressed in over the year, and kind of my vibe over the year. I had been promoting my Cultivating the Vibe, which if you haven't checked that out, it is now recorded and you can go in and purchase it over on my website, because it's ready to go. But I was doing some promotions for Cultivating the Vibe now that it's recorded and ready for everybody to kind of go and enjoy at their leisure. And so I was just kind of pondering really. And then I was thinking about some of my clients, and I've been hearing a lot lately about like, no, I'm fine, I'm good, my vibe's amazing, I'm doing great. And then like I'll meet with the person and like, yeah, like not really, like your vibe isn't great. Your vibe really isn't great. And so it really actually wasn't about one person. I was really thinking more about my own journey and going like, yeah, there's times when I have pushed down my emotions and go, no, I'm fine. No, I'm doing good. No, like life is amazing, and almost not really acknowledging and really owning it. And so that's what the article is about. So I always find it funny when people come to me, because this is not the first time that this has happened. I get this all the time, people thinking that an article is about them. And so my answer to that is take it personally. The truth is, we receive messages all day long. We are always, I mean, if you read an article and you're like, wow, that really like sticks with me. Or if you read something and you're like, that actually makes me really angry. That article makes me really angry, or that video makes me really angry. Then tuning in to self and going, okay, why does that make me angry? What does that stir in me? Because the truth is, you should take it personally. You should take it personally, not in the way of like, oh, like you offended me, but like, what is it about this message that is stirring? And if you think something is about you, then try to tune into like, what is it about that message, or that what that person is saying that is stirring you up. And if it's somebody, so like if it's somebody that you do know and it is close to you, and then that person is potentially sharing that so that you really can go, okay, like this is how this is being perceived. I see this a lot in relationships. Oh, hold on. I have a comment from John. That's really interesting that so many people felt that the articles are about them. It showed them they were really well written and reminded for each of us authentic and check ourselves. Yeah, definitely check ourselves, because the truth is, I watch my mentors' videos all the time. And one of my mentors I know very well, and the other one I don't know. We've never met in actual person. Like I take her courses, I do a lot of her online, I do a lot of her coaching stuff, but we don't hang out on a daily basis. So I'll read my mentor stuff and I take it personally. I take their writing personally, because there is a message in it for me. There is always a message in it for you. And I see this in relationships too, people going like, oh, you said that. They'll be sharing about something, and then afterwards they'll get like, their partner will get angry and be like that was about me. And instead of just going, okay, what was this person trying to potentially share? And it may not have had anything to do with you, but what if it stirs you, then there's a reason. If you feel guilty, if you feel shameful, there's a reason. So check yourself, check that. Now, I'm not saying you should be going around feeling guilty or shameful, but if something brings those emotions up in you, there is a reason within you. Your soul and your spirit is going, hey, you need to pay attention here. And so, and also not taking, I mean, yeah, we go there. We're just not going to go there. But take these messages seriously, but don't take them personally, and take them personally as far as like learning the message and going, okay, what is it about this that I need to learn? What is my lesson here? And then at the same time, not letting our ego get wrapped up in things and go, oh, well, that person was trying to be mean or trying to whatever. We can make up a million ego messages. It's the truth. We all know this. We all know this. Every single one of us. And kind of like my article about vibing, like just feel it, notice it, recognize it, acknowledge it. If we keep pushing it away, the truth is we're just pushing our alignment away. We're pushing our vibe away. We're pushing our abundance away because we're not just going, okay, I see this. I acknowledge this. Am I jumping in the freaking pool of it? No, that's not the goal. That's not the goal at all. But I see it, I acknowledge it, and I'm going to move forward from it. Okay, what can I implement here? What thoughts need to be kind of transformed a little bit? What belief systems do I need to incorporate? So instead of really feeling and acknowledging it, owning it, and that includes all the messages you get from others, and then also checking, going like, do I feel like that fits? Do I feel like that fits? And this goes into, again, relationships. There's times when people will be direct with us and go, this is well, first of all, they'll go, you're making me feel, which nobody can make you feel anything. But, you're doing this is bringing this up in me. Well, that doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. So there is a checking process of going within and going, okay, well, do I feel like this fits? Do I feel like this doesn't fit? Where am I on the spectrum? It is always coming back to, and I hope that you're getting this, is that it always comes back to your internal. It always comes back to the internal. And yes, you're going to feel your ego. Welcome to being freaking human. I love when I see on social media and stuff, like, get rid of your ego. That's a load of fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. It's a load of bullshit. You're not going to get rid of your ego. Unless you want to sit in meditation all day long and not interact with the world, you're going to face your ego. And it is just kind of making friends with it, and not in the like, oh, let's hang out while you spout crap at me, but making friends with it in the sense of going, okay, like, I see you, I hear you, I know you're here for a reason. Sometimes you help me. Sometimes you do help me. You help me move forward. There is a helpful aspect to the ego as well. And we're all going to have it. So it is recognizing when it comes up. My lighting is but kind of recognizing it when it comes up and feeling it and seeing it and not getting stuck in it. Still allowing that process to move through. Taking your lessons, recognizing when a lesson is for you and a lesson really isn't for you. But if it sticks with you, I promise you, I've got like crazy hair going on, people. My hair just doesn't want to behave today. But if it sticks with you, there's probably a reason. So just tune in and listen. Just tune in and listen. And I'm about to say get your ego out of it when I just went on a rant about how you're not going to get your ego out of it, but recognizing your ego and then going, yeah, I'm not listening to you. Not listening to you. Because the truth is, we tend to think, and this is something that happens with teenagers, but the fact is many people don't move through it as we age. And it's like the spotlight effect. It's a very very psychological, we could go into it. But teenagers go into this thing called spotlight effect when they're teenagers. And it's all about like the world is looking at them. They are in the spotlight. It's like they are the actor of the movie at all times. And in truth, we are the spotlight of our own movie, our own world. However, usually as we get older, we're supposed to recognize that most people's actions have nothing to do with us. The issue is, and I think social media has really impacted this quite a bit, is that we think that everybody else is always thinking about us, always connected to us. And that's not the case. Most people are thinking about their shit, what's going on in their life. We are very selfish, self-centered people. Okay. And self-centeredness isn't great. I'm not a proponent of self-centeredness, but I am a proponent of being a little bit selfish and focusing in on self. But that's not to say that everybody else is always thinking about us, always, every word we say is about us, or everything that happens is about. That's not the case. That is more self-centered, and not a very not really thinking. Somebody is calling me. Don't they know I'm on live? But yeah, to kind of know that you're not the center of everyone else's world. You need to be the center of your world, but not everybody else's world. So stop taking it personally. Or if it's a message for you, take it personally. If it's a message that Spirit is bringing to you, take it personally. Anyway, I'm so glad to be back, live streaming, talking to you guys. Again, I will post the link to that article about vibing, your fake ass vibe, below. If you are in the DFW area, then check out my Seeing the Other Side that is happening on Saturday with the beautiful and amazing Kendall Williams. We're really, truly excited about this workshop. It's going to be different than any other workshop we've ever done, so it's going to be an adventure. For us, we've spent I think we totaled it to $300,000 just getting some of this information, and we've done it we've each of us have done this work separate, but we've never actually brought it into a workshop sense. And so together, as both of us, I've done workshop, she's done workshop, but we've never brought this together. And so it's going to be incredibly empowering, incredibly transformational. So check that out if you are in the DFW area and you're watching this this week, which is the week of April 1st, 2019. And that's happening Saturday. Other than that, go check out my Cultivating the Vibe or my Fierce Female Friendships workshops that are also Fierce Female Friendships is happening Wednesday, April 3rd. And then Cultivating the Vibe is recorded and ready to watch if you are interested in upping that inner vibe, the tribe vibe, and getting that just beautiful all-inclusive vibe in your daily life, not just when you go to the beach. So check all that out. And other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another Addison Unleashed. I'm sending you all love, light, and tons of blessings. Bye, guys.